stop comparisons is not going to do, because still elements of the second array, see this was my 9th iteration, right? 75 and 100 is left. So now what should I do? For 75 and 100, is there any need of any comparison? No, because the arrays are already in sorted order, right? Already my counter is of j is stopped at 4 and k value is equal to 10. Remember, at the end of 9th iteration, I is 7, k is 10 and j is as it is, right? So मुझे क्या करना है, सिर्फ j को 4 से लेके end of the second array, that means 5 तक copy paste करना है third array में. Followed. So simply a of k is equal to a of j जब तक आप second array के end में नहीं पहुंचते. We don't need any comparisons because already the array is in sorted order. So simply I will copy 75 at 10th place and 100 at the 11th place. Followed. So that is what is done in the second part of this algorithm. Okay. So if I is equal to UB1, that is the case which we are handling right now. Okay. If I is greater than UB1, that means your first arrays, all elements are over. They are already copied. So now what to do? Simply copy second arrays, all element into third array. That's why we are saying set A of k is equal to A2 of j, इंक्रीज वैल्यू ऑफ जे, इंक्रीज वैल्यू ऑफ के. लेकिन ये कब तक? जब तक आप सेकेंड एरे के एंड में नहीं पहुंचते. सो हाउ यू राइट सेकेंड एरेज एंड? जे लेस देन और इक्वल टू UB2. Followed this part of the if statement, yes or no, first part. And else मतलब else में क्या आएगा? If first array is not over, then second array शायद से over हुआ. Okay, so while I less than or equal to UB1. Okay, exactly opposite of the first part. Okay, so that is the algorithm for merging of arrays. So in this particular case, your iteration number 1, it will go in if part because I is greater than UB. So A of j, A of k is equal to A2 of j, right? So A of 10 is equal to A2 of 4. So you will have 75 over here. Increase value of j, increase value of k. So next iteration, you will have 8 of 11 equal to A2 of 5. So this will be 100. Okay. Again, value of j and k will be increased. Now, when again the condition will be checked in while loop, okay, you will find that j is greater than UB2. So while loop will not be executed and you will be out of the while loop. Okay. So the let us use terms used in this particular algorithm: LB1, LB2, UB1, UB2, that is lower bounds and upper bounds of A1 and A2. This is the first part where we are copying elements by comparing. Okay. And this is second part which is used for remaining elements, copying remaining elements of the array which is left. Clear with the merging algorithm? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, then ask. Else, I will move ahead with the next topic. Anyone, any doubt? You're waiting for each other's to answer. Unless and until you answer, I will not go ahead. Now I will also do the same thing. Wait. You also sit, I will also sit. Shall we move ahead with the next topic? Yes. Yes, and as I told you, every algorithm you will have complexity. So you have to remember the final answer. So for complexity of this merging algorithm is O of K. Okay, remember that. What was complexity of uh, bubble sort? Anyone? Complexity of bubble sort? If you think you will do everything at the end, then nothing will happen at the end. Remember that. No one remembers complexity of bubble sort. What was complexity of linear search? Yes, Rashindra, right answer. O of n square. Complexity of linear search? O of n, right answer. And what was binary search complexity? Log to the base 2 of n. Okay, right answer. And now third algorithm which we have seen complexity of merging algorithm, that is O of k. Okay, let's move ahead with the next topic, easier one, multidimensional arrays. Okay. Okay, so we have seen one-dimensional arrays, operations on one-dimensional arrays, then memory allocation, also sorting and all. Now we will see multidimensional arrays. In multidimensional, we are going to see memory allocations of two-dimensional and three-dimensional. Okay, so in two-dimensional array, each element of the array is referenced by two subscripts. In one dimensional you have only one, so in two dimensional you have two subscripts. For example, you know matrices, right? Two dimensional arrays are also called as matrices in mathematical language. So when I say, first of all, you have, now what is dimension of this matrix A? Anyone? Which is on the screen, what is its dimension? 2 by 3, right answer. Okay, so there are two rows. This is row number 1 and this is row number 2, and three columns, 1, 2 and 3. Now suppose if I take element 6, so element 6 will be referenced as A of 2, 3. Okay, first always write row number and then column number. Okay, what is the element A33? What will be element A33? 8, right answer. What will be minus 1's position number? Minus 1's position number. Not 1 by 3. Whenever we write position number, we write like this. Okay, square brackets 1 3, or you can say A13. This is how we will reference the element minus 1. So when I say A13, it is minus 1. Okay, or yes, you can also write like this: A, small letter A and subscript 1 3. They were, she has given right answer. Okay, followed. So in general, we write Aij, or I will write like this: small letter A, suffix Ij. Both mean same thing. Okay. So now, memory representation of two-dimensional arrays. When two-dimensional arrays, now see, whenever we were talking about one-dimensional array, I have always shown you the picture like this. So just to have that idea that always your arrays are stored in consecutive memory locations. Okay, but now if I store this matrix which we have discussed, okay, this matrix. It is not like it will be stored like this in the memory also. Okay, address over here, 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 here. No, two-dimensional matrix I will also represent in one line only. So when two-dimensional matrix is stored in the array, either it will be stored in row major order or column major order, depending on your programming languages. Okay, so your programming language will follow by default any one of this method, either row major order or column major order. So what is row major order and what is column major order? Now, when we follow row major order, that time how we store it? First, we will write first rows all element 2, 3, minus 1, followed by second rows elements, that is 4, 6, 8. So this is called as row major. Okay, row major क्या होता है? We go on storing elements row wise. First row followed by second row. Column wise, exactly opposite of that, you will go on storing elements column wise. So first I will take first column element, so that is 2 and 4, then second column's element 3, 6, third column's element minus 1, 8. Followed the difference between row major and column major? Yes, but in both the cases you will need an array, or sorry, you will need 6 memory locations only, because the number of elements in the array is going to remain same whether you save it in row major or column major. So I will need 6 memory locations in both the cases, but the address of the element will not be same in row major and column major. For example, if I am saying base address over here is say 100, and every number is taking say 2 memory cells. Okay, so what will be address of 4 over here? Anyone? 106, right? Simply go on adding, no? 102, 104, and this will be 106. Okay, but if I use column major pattern, then with the same base address and W, what will be address of 4? What will be address of 4? 102. Okay, are you getting the difference? So when your element matrix is stored in the row major, address is different. Address of the element 4 was 106, but if it is in column major, your address of element 4 is 102. Which element's address will remain same in both the cases? Which element's address will remain same in both the cases? Element 2, right answer. And one more element, last element also, yes or no? Okay, so in both the cases, first and last element's address will remain same. Okay, so the way you have formula for row major and column major of one dimensional array, same way you have formula for row major and column major address of your this matrix, two dimensional matrix also. So let us see formula for row major. We have address of aij is equal to base of a w into c bracket I minus lbr plus j minus lbc. And column measure के लिए the only difference is first bracket is not multiplied with anything, second bracket is multiplied with r. See, column measure multiply second bracket with r, row measure multiply first bracket with c. Now already you are familiar with the letters base of words base of a, w. Okay, I and j क्या होता है? The elements whose address you are finding उसके indices. If I say find the address of element a81, that means I is equal to 8 and j is equal to 1. Clear? If I say give me the address of element a23, then what is value of I? What will be value of I? 2. What will be value of j? 3. Right answer. Now let us come here. What is value of R and what is value of C? What I mean by this R and C. R indicates total number of rows and C indicates total number of columns. For example, in the previous matrix, What will be value of R? How many rows were there in matrix A? 2. So R will be equal to 2. And what will be value of C? 3. Okay. Next is this LBR and LBC. What I mean by LBR, lower index of the row, and LBC is lower index of the column. Now see, when I started over here, I said this is first row, second row, this is first row, second row, third row. So this first row's starting index, okay, that is, rows starting index, it is called as LBR, and this is value of LBC. In this case, value of LBR is 1 and value of LBC is also 1. Okay, but that won't be the case always. When we will see examples, as I told you, indexing always 1 से ही start होगा, जरूरी नहीं है. Okay, in your C it starts with 0. Okay, other some programming languages they start indexing with 1, but in example if they are not mentioning anything, then you assume that indexing is starting with 1. But if they mention, then you have to follow that particular order only. For example, if I say A's indices I is starting with, say, just a minute, yeah, A 4 5 comma 2 4. What is meaning of this colon? Colon indicates the range within which your roll numbers are lying. Now A, I am saying 4 5. That means my first row's index is 4 and second row's index is 5. 2 to 4 columns. Okay, so that means columns will be having numbers 2, 3 and 4 indices. Okay, this will be 2, 3 and 4. So in this case, how will you write, how will you refer element 3? It will be written as what? A of what? How will you refer 3? A 4 3. Are you understanding? What will be value of LBR for this matrix A? 4. LBC 2. ओके, एंड बेस एड्रेस एंड डब्ल्यू तो हमेशा प्रोग्राम एग्जाम्पल में मेंशन करेंगे. सो फॉलोड इंडेक्सिंग क्लियर. If it is not mentioned, then you will assume it as 1 1. If it is mentioned, then you have to take that only. Now suppose if I write like A, say 4 to 7, and here I am saying 2 to 6. Yeah, so if this is the condition, then tell me what will be total number of rows in this matrix A. R का value कितना होगा? How many rows will be there? 4 rows will be there. Right answer. How you got it? You will have 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How many columns? 5 columns. So question can be like this also. What will be dimension of this matrix? What will be dimension of this matrix? Dimension कैसे लिखते हो? Something by something, right? Yeah, 4 by 5 will be dimension of this matrix. Okay, so this much is enough for doing your numericals. So now you are clear with all the terms. R, total number of rows. C, total number of columns. LBR, lower index of the row. LBC, lower index of the column. Base and W you already know. I and J, can you repeat indexing? See, Ria, if I am writing A 2 to 5, okay, and say here I am saying 4 to 7. This means what? My row numbering is starting with number 2. So it will be row, first row will have index as 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so total how many rows will be there? Riya, total how many rows will be there? 4. And columns numbering 4, 5, 6, 7. How many columns will be there? 4. Clear? So your first number, this is nothing but value of LBR, and this number is value of LBC. Clear? Okay. So now let's go ahead with the numericals based on this. So first question. Consider a two-dimensional array. Read the question. I'm giving you 1 minute. Read the question. Then I will ask you small questions. Okay, done. Now see, they have not mentioned any starting index for your rows and columns. So we will assume that indexing is starting with 1. Okay. So total how many rows are there in this matrix? A. 5. Columns. How many columns? 4. How many elements? Total number of elements? Elements I am asking. Total elements कितने होंगे? You said dimension is 5 by 4. Correct answer. Good. Base address is 500, right? So base of A is 500. W का value क्या है? What is value of W? 2. Okay. So now let's move ahead. And they are asking address of A33 using row major order. What is value of I and J? Yes. Whichever element's address is asked, row number of that is value of I. This is value of J. 500 is your base address of A. Okay. Total 5 rows are there and total 4 columns are there. Each array element occupies 2 memory cells. So W is equal to 2. Clear what is given to you? LBR, LBC का value दिया नहीं है, but they have not mentioned any starting indices for rows and columns. So by default, it will be 1. Okay. So now my dimension of the array is 5 by 4. So it will look like this. 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 columns. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are asking element of A, address of element A33. This element's address will be what? Base address. First element's address they are giving you, it is 500. And now the matrix is stored in row major format. Row major format मतलब क्या? First you will have elements of the first row, then you will write elements of the second row, then third row, and so on. So see, this is first row followed by elements of the second row, followed by elements of the third row, elements of the fourth row, elements of the fifth row. Getting? Yes or no? Okay. And you are interested in address of this A33. Base first element's address is given to you as 500. W is equal to 2. LBR, LBC, they have not mentioned, so I will take it as 1. So this is value of LBR and this is LBC. So now quickly give me, if you just observe the diagram, can you tell me what will be value of address for A33? First element is 500 and W is equal to 2. Any guess for A33's address? Just by observation. Yeah, 520. Very good. It will be right answer. Because first is 500, so 502, 504, 506, 822 से increment होगा, right? So till you reach A33, it becomes 520. But this is shortcut method. Always it is not going to work if they are asking you address of some element which is far away. Okay, so we will do it by formula. So my formula was address of Aij is equal to base of A plus W into C bracket I minus LBR plus J minus LBC. Okay, so address of A33, put all respective values. Base of A is 500, W is 2, C, total number of columns 4, I and J will be 3 because they are asking you address of A33, right? So this is I and this is J. LBR1, LBC1. So answer is 520. Followed the procedure. Next example you are going to solve. Read the question. Done? So now, is your LBR and LBC 1? How many rows are there? First question on this. How many rows are there? 5 rows. Right answer. How many columns are there? 6. How many elements will be there in this matrix? 30. Very good. So, what is value of LBR? You said LBR का value क्या होगा? 5. LBC 3. Right answer. W 1. I 8. J 7. Correct answer. Okay. So those who are not understanding, for them I'm telling 5 and 9. They are starting and ending limit for row numberings and these are for column numberings. Okay. So simply write 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are my rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So my R value becomes 5. Total 5 rows are there. C value becomes 6 because total 6 columns are there. LBC, lower limit of your column number, that is 3. LBR 5. First element's address is 1024. They have said W is equal to 1. We are interested in A87's address. Okay, so I is equal to 8 and J equal to 7. So quickly give me address of this element. Calculate. Formula is there on the screen. Just second pasting. Anyone answer for row measure? No, Shreyas, check your calculation. Apurva, check calculation. Little bit here, there. Yes, remaining all students. They have given me right answer 1046. See, this is the calculation. Shreyas and Apurva, check your calculation. Small mistake will be there. Okay, so right answer is 1046 if we are storing it in row major order. Okay, Shreyas, what went wrong? Okay, now those who have completed, they will go for the second part, column major order. So formula for column major is on the screen. Calculate. Yes, correct answer. Good. 1047 is the right answer. This is the calculation. Those who are not getting the answer, please check your calculations. Okay. Next example. You read the question and now you only will decide what are the values. Give me answer for first and second part. Okay, complete the sum. It's 10:28. I have next lecture on division 3. We will discuss this one's answer in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.